Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about items that I do not purchase anymore. Now, I want to disclaim and say that this does not mean by any means I am not purchasing these items. I just come at it with a more sustainably forward and conscious and intentional spending behavior. So this is some tips and tricks on how to be more conscious about what you're purchasing, as well as honestly just how to save some money. So the first item that I do not purchase anymore is cheap jewelry. Now, to me, it just makes very rational sense. If you're wearing jewelry every single day, you want to make sure that it can stand the test of time. So I'm so happy to be sharing today's sponsor of this video, which is Ana Luisa. For those of y'all that don't know, Ana Luisa is a brand that crafts high quality jewelry at a very affordable rate. And what's even cooler than that, in my opinion, is that they are a carbon neutral jewelry company. So now you might be wondering, what does carbon neutral really mean? Carbon neutral in terms of Ana Luisa is often found in their materials that they use. So a lot of the materials might be 100% recycled gold. But above all, I'm just super proud to represent a brand that is so transparent about everything they do, down to supply chain to materials that they use. If you actually go on their website, they have a PDF that is fully informed of all of their sustainability initiatives as well as carbon neutral initiatives. So all that talk aside, let's actually talk a little bit about the jewelry. So something that I was super pleased to see is carrying pouch or travel pouch that the jewelry comes in is super functional. So I really appreciate that they utilized packaging for good and not just one-time use. So you can use these carrying pouches to go on vacation or just honestly just to protect your jewelry. Really appreciate the little details that Ana Luisa puts in their jewelry. So for example, the pearl hoops that I'm wearing right now, there's actually a really small diamond encrusted inside the hoops. So although it's very subtle, I thought that was a very cool detail to notice. On me today is the Esme Slim necklace, the Rocks double pearl hoops, as well as the Meline gold hoops. So I absolutely adore this jewelry and I hope you guys will too. And you guys can purchase the same jewelry that I'm wearing today with my discount code KatherineLay10. It'll also be linked in the description as well. Now the next thing I do not buy anymore is retail clothes. So before you come for me, what I mean by retail clothes is I do not buy clothes from department stores or big mall brands. As you guys have known, I've been a huge fan of thrifting, and through the almost 10 years of thrifting, I can confidently say that you can find almost anything you want to purchase full price, retail, secondhand. You know, before even sustainability became such a conscious effort for me, I was doing it more just to save money. I can find a dress that originally retails for $100 for $20. I will always take a fifth of the price over anything else. And there's this stereotype, I think it's been destigmatized more now, but there's this stereotype that things that are found at the thrift store are like dirty and nasty. And you can believe what you want to believe, but I can tell you that I found luxury goods, I found new with tag items, all from the thrift store. The next thing that I do not purchase anymore is gifts. I know this might make me sound like I'm such a bad gift giver and I am heartless, but I wanted to say that I do not buy gifts as in I don't purchase tangible things. I actually would prefer gifting an experience, because how I see it is a gift is a very personal thing, and it's really hard to nail exactly what that person or the recipient wants. So gifting an experience is something that they'll remember for a lifetime, and those memories are going to be everlasting. So now it's not to say that I do not give people tangible gifts. If I do give people gifts, I like to give things like plants, for example, because it's the gift that keeps on giving, and before you know it, they're going to be fully converted, just because plants are so life-giving and they're so awesome to watch grow. So if I'm not giving plants, I do like giving things that I made with my own hands. So whether that's a extravagant birthday cake, a 3-layered birthday cake, or whether that's a handmade beanie. All these things I think are, to me, I think they mean a lot more, because it shows that you put the time and energy into making something with your own hands. Something else I do not purchase is new skincare and hair care stuff. So I know that this is really hard to do because of all of the influencers on TikTok and Instagram and whatnot. Every time I would try this new product that was in the skincare craze, I would find that my skin would break out as a result of trying to switch up my routine, the routine that my skin is usually comfortable with. Honestly, I just do what I know my skin likes and what my skin appreciates and is comfortable with, and that's that. The next thing that I do not purchase anymore is car stuff or things that surround the car space. Now this one might not pertain to all of you guys, but for me, I've owned a car for a decent amount of my adult life, and I feel like with a car comes a lot of complications, to be honest. I'm talking about your simple smog check, your oil change, those small little things that are necessary but a big cost, and it adds up for sure. So on a smaller scale, I do not purchase things like car washes for my car. I would rather do a car wash myself. For the bigger things, like things that need fixing on your car, I feel like a lot of times, at least for me personally, I feel like I've gotten gypped at the auto shop plenty of times. Too many times to count. So at a certain point, I was getting tired of it, and with the help of my boyfriend, he revealed and unearthed how easy actually some of these car changes are to do. Car services like doing an oil change, I just have peace of mind doing it myself. And I've heard one too many stories of mechanics not tightening the oil cap or things of that nature, which actually result and exacerbate the problem even more. Before you know it, you might be going to the auto shop with this that needs to get resolved and come out of it with 3 new issues. So the next thing I do not purchase anymore, I'm so excited to share about, and I apologize once again if this is TMI, but I do not spend money on feminine hygiene products. And I'll leave a timestamp if y'all want to skip this part because it's too queasy or whatever, but this is the natural female body, so everyone should be receptive to it. But when I was using like pads, tampons, my gosh, was it such a pain. It was like I was on a schedule. Like I had to change my pad, I had to pull out my tampon at a certain time. If you're an athlete and you're playing sports and you have to wear your pad or tampon with all that sweat. So as much as it's not a pretty image to think of, it's even worse to endure through that and feel it. When I changed to a Diva Cup, my life changed forever. An average person probably has to change their pad like 5 to 6 times in a day. A pad probably like 3 to 4 times in a day. And it also depends on your flow. If you have heavier flow, you might need to change it even more often than that. But it just felt very wasteful, having a lot of one-time use, having to clean and maintain something that, to be honest, I didn't ask for. It's just part of being a woman. But ever since I changed to a Diva Cup, I really feel like it aligns to my type of lifestyle. So when I used to go camping when I was on my period and using all these one-time use products, just flat out kind of nasty to hold around your tampon or pad for the duration of the hike before you can find a trash can. So for a Diva Cup, you don't actually need to change out the cup for 10 to 12 hours. And once again, this is depending on your flow. So what that means is I can go out for a full day's worth of work and full day's worth of activity and not have to worry about changing my things down there. And what's even easier is the cleanup is so simple. You just pour out all the blood and wash it out and you're good to go. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but when I used to have to throw away and dispose my tampons and pads in my bathroom restroom, I was just very bothered because it just like is unsightly to look at. So the fact that I can just pour out the blood and it's good to go, I'm all for. The last thing that I do not purchase anymore is furniture. And COVID has really taught me, this COVID period of time has really taught me that so many people have so much stuff that they just hoard. I've really found a uptick of all of my neighbors just clearing out their house a lot. So a lot of times just furniture, good pieces of stuff is just left on the street. So that really got me thinking like, wow, people really have a lot of stuff that they are willing to just trash when it's in perfectly good and usable and functional condition. So now what I do is I'll often walk around during trash day and see if there's anybody giving away anything that they don't want and seeing if I could use it for my purpose of my home. A lot of times on Facebook Marketplace, there are tons of people giving away things for free even. There's also buy nothing groups that you can get yourself involved in with your local city, and people there are also willing to give away tons of stuff for free. So it really has me thinking that there's really no need to buy new furniture, especially since new furniture nowadays is all made out of particle board. Not a lot of pieces nowadays are made out of the genuine like hardwood material, but you will find that older pieces of furniture use the genuine materials. And to me, that captures my attention a little bit more. And ultimately, if you find a piece that is a little bit dinged up or scratched or whatnot, there's always such thing as upcycling and fixing it. Sometimes it's something as simple as some sandpaper, some primer and paint that can make an old piece of furniture that was previously battered up look a lot better. That concludes my video for items that I do not purchase anymore. So once again, I just want to thank Annalisa for sponsoring this video. And don't forget that you can get 10% off with my discount code KatherineLay10. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!